Yeah, so this is mommyhood for me. And dry hair, baby girl needs a retwist. I have unimaginables in my hair, so I need to detox. I have unquestionable food on my shoulder. So yeah, we're gonna take this session to show you how I retwist my hair and really talk about some things. So yeah, I see you. Chair because it slides too fast. I know if you sit there. So, as y'all see, I have been neglecting my hair care, and today is the day that we have to rectify that because I just have not been feeling myself, and I've been like so focused on the children, my partner, the business, doing footage and all this other stuff that I really didn't take any time for myself. And I've seen great mothers throughout my life, you know, do this thing called motherhood, and they did it exceptionally well. I just didn't realize how much energy it takes you to pour into yourself after you done poured into everyone else. So I'm just using my shea butter to moisturize my hair because whew, my baby girl needs it. So I just warm it up in my hands so it can melt, and I can separate these locks without snapping too much hair. So I'm gonna do a video about like oils that 4C girlies like me should be using in their hair to stop hair shedding and hair growth and all that great stuff. That's gonna be my next video. So if you're unsure about what you're using in your hair, I got the video for you, because all hair oil is not for us. There is not one hair oil that is on the market that's good. I would say for all types of hair, because high porosity hair like mine need way more than low porosity hair, or ladies with straight hair or finer hair. They need less products and I need more. So a lot of people get confused with that. So I'm gonna do a video about that. But back to this motherhood thing. Like, we gotta support each other and remind each other to take care of ourselves, because before motherhood, I done had like every style in the book, and I've been doing hair since I was 14 years old. I love hair, and I always kept me a good hairstyle, always. And I just be tired. But I'm tired of looking like this too. So this point going forward, I'm gonna be more diligent with taking care of me, you know? I'm just gonna have to find that balance like all you other awesome moms have found that balance, because balance is important in this motherhood thing, and we lose ourselves so much. Like, I'm currently rediscovering what I like and who I am, because the stuff that I used to like, I just don't like anymore. And I be trying to convince myself that I like it, but I don't. That's how I know it's time for my level up. And that's okay. That's a part of life. If old stuff always still attracting me or I'm entertained by it, then I don't feel I'm growing. Like, even what I watch is different now since I became a mom. So I would encourage anybody, if you feeling like that, you feeling that change in your life, don't fight it. That just means you leveling up. And we all want to do that. We all want to do that. And that's what my brand is all about. Like, helping women self-care themselves on the next level. Because that's what it's all about. We love to look good. We deserve to feel good. We deserve to look good. And nobody's going to take care of us like us. And we shouldn't even put it on other people to take care of us like us. Because we got us. I mean, come on. Speak for her. We definitely got us. So that's all I wanted to say right now. But let me know how you guys maneuver and balance this motherhood. Because maybe you can give this sister some pointers. Younger, older, please drop that knowledge in the comments. You know, like, yeah. Give me some tips, honey. For sure. So the next thing that popped up in my head was about our goals and our dreams. As we grow and we get older and we have more responsibilities, at least like for myself, I'm just going to talk for myself, and you guys just let me know if you can relate. But I've always like wanted to be my own boss. I've always had like an entrepreneur spirit. I remember when I was like 12 years old, I would say 12, 13 years old. I used to live in this apartment complex. And at the time, y'all remember the Babysitter Club books that used to come out? I was like, oh, I want to be a part of the Babysitters Club. And I went to my mom about it. And she was like, well, I don't know if people are just going to trust you to babysit their kids, Kiana, because you're a kid. So I was like, oh, okay. So at this time also, this guy named Jason, he was an older guy. He was like a barber, but he knew that I was like fascinated with hair. So he gave me like my first hair mannequin. And I would go in the house every day after my mom canceled out my, ultimate babysitter club dreams. And I would just do hair and listen to my music and enjoy myself. So I was like, well, I'm going to come out with some flyers and let people in the neighborhood know that I can do their hair. So my mom was like, okay, now that you can do. We live in an apartment complex, and she knew that I would stay in the complex. I wasn't allowed to like go outside of the complex and put those flyers up and things of that sort. And this one lady, she came to me and she asked me to do her son's hair. And you couldn't tell me nothing, because one thing I already knew how to do was cornrows. Like, I was in my bag with cornrows. And she was like, my son needs his hair cornrowed. And he was older than me. And I was like, okay, I'll do his hair. And I did his hair, and he liked his hair, and his mom liked his hair. And then like weeks later, she came to me and she saw something in me, and she was like, I talked to my hairstylist about you and how you wanted to learn how to do hair, and she wants to meet you. So I was like, okay. So at this time, it was like in Tacoma Park, because I'm from the DMV area. And that was a good distance away from where I lived. But my mom was like, no, this is an opportunity for you. So she allowed me to go. And I met this lady, her name was Tanya. And I'd never been in a unisex barbershop before. So I saw the barbershop and I saw all the men. And I was like, I gotta be in the wrong area. I gotta be in the wrong place. And they were like, no, Tanya's in the back. So I went back there and I met Tanya, and she saw something in me. And she was like, well, you can be my shampoo assistant. So it was like my very first job. I was a shampoo assistant at a unisex salon. So I'm all excited. And I'm like, oh, I get to do hair, not knowing what a shampoo assistant is at all. But I was just happy that I can be like in the environment. Like I'm working in a salon. So I never missed a day. I didn't care how far I had to travel, which was a little distance. But you know, us city kids, we've been on the metro since we were like in elementary school for real. So I get there and she's teaching me the ropes and she's telling me about hair, and I'm sitting there and I'm watching her, you know, create art with hair, and it was just such a wonderful experience. And then I got to go out into the barbershop area and watch all the veterans do their thing, and it was just a remarkable experience. So now comes the day that I'm supposed to be a shampoo assistant. So the guys who used to get their hair cut, majority of them wanted their hair washed. So they would come back to Tanya when they wanted their hair washed before, you know, they get their hair cut. So I'm sitting there and I'm so used to watching. I'm not used to doing anything. And she was like, okay, Keon, I want you to wash his hair. So immediately I got scared because of the, you know, how the salon shampoo bowls are, how you have to lay them back and things of that sort. Girl, when I tell you, I'm washing this man's hair, I'm thinking I'm doing a good job. I went to go around the head and I didn't understand the cuff mechanism to cuff the water, and I wet his entire back in the seat. It looked like a flood was coming down the seat. And he was so patient and understanding with me. But he also was like on his work break, and he was like a postal worker. So he had on like that sky blue shirt, so you can tell like his entire back was wet. And he even gave me a tip. And I would just never ever forget that experience. And I was scared, and I was like, she's never gonna ask me back. I'm never gonna be able to work in a salon. I don't know what I'm doing. I was just like so hard on my teenage self. And she was just like, Kiana, you know, like, you've never washed hair before. And that was my bad. I did not quite, you know, show you exactly how to do it. So, you know, she walked me through, and like she taught me how to like curl hair with the Marcel curlers, and I fell in love with that. Like having that cast iron on people, like those are some official curls that you get when you get the Marcel curlers. But she taught me a whole lot, and she just like ignited a whole new passion in me to actually like work in a salon and want to be a part of women feeling beautiful, because they will come in there and you already know we're going to gossip, we're going to catch up, we're going to talk about life. But you can tell like each woman that got out of that chair, she felt like she was in her fucking bag by the end of it. And I wanted to help women experience that. Like I was like, that is the way to go right there. Like Tanya looked happy and pleased. The women look happy and pleased. They switching their hips a little bit more when they walk out towards the barbershop. Like life is good. And I wanted to experience that. So I just kept on my journey. And then I went to cosmetology school once I got out of high school. And I did all that, but it was not the same, because those cosmetology books, the thing is, they teach you about Caucasian hair or low porosity hair. They don't teach you about my texture or your texture, which is high porosity hair. So that was something that I had to learn on my own later in life on what to do and how to handle. And that's the reason why I just stopped like doing chemicals, because once I realized like what the relaxers was actually doing to our hair structure, I was like, I don't want no more parts of that, you know. And I want to help women actually take care of their hair, not break their structure down in the sake of this is the standard of beauty and things of that sort. And then that whole wave in the 90s where you saw people getting like the Janet Jackson braids and things of that sort. Like, I had a cousin who used to sit on the stoop outside in the summer, and she would just do everybody's hair and make that bread. And it used to be all the neighborhood girls that would come to her because she wasn't even local. She lived in North Carolina, but every time she came in Southeast DC, people knew that my cousin Shaky knew how to do some hair, and they would get their daughter's hair done, or them daughters would tell mom, hey, I want my braids. And I used to just sit there and just watch her. I used to just sit there and watch her all the time, just, make teenagers feel beautiful. And that was just like so addictive to me, to make someone else feel amazing. So when she taught me, when she saw that I was the only cousin and the only girl who would sit there for hours versus going to the candy lady or chilling on the block with my friends, she was like, Kiana, let me teach you. And I'm always grateful for those two women, because one thing about it, when it comes to us sisters in the hair community, we gonna keep our stylists paid. Like me doing hair, oh man, I was working a government job, still doing hair. I just started doing hair like all the time. It was just my passion. And I was like, one day I'm gonna own me a hair salon. I'm like, I'm gonna own me a hair salon. I'm gonna do this every day. And this is what I wanna do, and all this great stuff. And I'm telling you, I got the experience to run my own ship. And I did it out my house. Like, I was over trying to pay booth rent with people, and you had to build your own clientele. And at this time, when I was actually taking it serious, I done moved to Baltimore. So I'm not even in the DMV area where my old clients was, because once I got my second apartment, I was doing hair every weekend. Like my coworkers' hair, their family hair, friends, whatever the case may be. Like every weekend from Friday to Sunday, your girl was booked. I'm doing some type of braids. And then I just started making like oil concoctions for people, not even realizing that it's a thing. I was just so in love with hair that I can touch your hair and I can feel that it needs this or it needs that. And I would just make something, blend some oils with some essential oil, depending on what it is that you needed for your scalp. And I would just take care of it. And my friends was like, you do way more than what a stylist does in a salon. So they was like, no, try to take yourself more serious. If you really want to do it, go do it. And then my sister, bless her, she presented me with this opportunity to like run the show at the salon. The man had us responsible of finding stylists and, of course, finding our own clientele and things of that sort. And I jumped at the chance because originally it was somebody else's opportunity. She just needed more hands. And I was like, I'm with it. Like, I get to work in a salon and actually I can call some shots up in here. Like, what? Yes, I want that opportunity. And I jumped on that opportunity and she jumped off, but I stayed on. Like, I tried to be a woman of my word, and it didn't go off as planned as the guy gassed it up to be, but I made it happen because it was a personal dream of mine, and my sister presented me with the opportunity. So I took advantage of it, and I enjoyed it. And then after that, I just said, okay, well, you're going to do it out your house. And that's exactly what I did. Oh, no, I'm missing a step. No, fast forward. No, rewind. So my dad, he started owning property in Baltimore, and he had this space. And he was like, would you like to open up your salon? Because my dad, believing in my dream as well, he was like, well, you can use this space. So I'm just like, oh, this is great. So I buy the professional chairs, the shampoo bowl, buy everything I did to set up the shop, and it was just gonna be me. I was gonna try to find like one other person, but like I said, in Baltimore, I didn't know anybody. So I was like, this is just gonna be my personal salon. And I had my ideas out, and I was dreaming big, and I'm ordering stuff. Girl, soon as I painted in that place, I came back the next day, they done broke in. I said, how you gonna break in? All you saw me do was paint. So I immediately was like, Dad, thank you, no thank you, but they ghetto. And I didn't even put a salon chair here yet. All I did was paint the walls. They just saw some action, and they was like, let me see what she got inside there. So I was like, no thank you. And my dad was definitely with it. He just felt like it was so unfortunate. But, you know, he gave me the opportunity, and I was going to take it. But, you know, Jehovah was like, nah, I got something better. You got your own house. You literally have your own house. You don't have no kids. Do your own thing. So I did exactly that. I took all that inventory and all that stuff that I purchased for that salon space, and I put it right into my living room, and I painted my living room the way that I was going to paint the salon and everything. And I turned my dining room, oh yeah, I said living room, no. I turned my dining room into my own salon area. And I am telling you, happy was me. And I just want to encourage people, like, when you really want to do something, I don't care if you only got a closet, go do that shit. Like, it don't matter. We don't need big warehouses. We don't need big spaces for our dreams. All we need is space enough to operate and do what it is that we want to do. But start somewhere. Don't let nothing knock it. And the more that you go for it, I just feel like the good Lord is going to bless you with the opportunities. Because if you talking to him about it, and he put it on your heart, and he giving you all these ideas for it, he going to make a way for it. And it may not come idea like you think it is. Like for me, I thought I was going to be running the show at that salon, you know? And then I thought I was going to be running the show in my own space. It didn't happen that way, but it did happen in my house. And I did gain clientele, and I was still able to feed myself. So your dream is plentiful and is worth it. And don't get discouraged. And don't talk yourself out of it, because we will talk ourselves out of stuff that's unfamiliar to us. Let's go ahead and keep it a buck. But we can't afford to, because it's another level of happiness, and that's another level of self-care for yourself. So yeah, we definitely have to do it. And especially, we can't be telling our kids that they need to go after their dreams when we didn't. Like, the proof need to be in the pudding. You need to be able to tell your child, oh, well, I once wanted to do this, and you need to tell them exactly how you did it and what capacity that you did it to, so therefore they know it's real. You know, we can't be selling our kids' dreams. And it's okay, because it makes you even better in your own life, because you're pouring into your vessel. And when you are doing something that you enjoy, it don't feel like a job at all. I don't care if that's, you want to start a housekeeping business. I don't care if that's a tax service. I don't care if that's making buttons for teddy bears. Like, if it's going to bring you personal happiness and it's going to fulfill your life, so therefore you can fulfill your cup and pour into your cup to be there for your children and for your spouse, then do that, because everything starts with us. Like, we got to stop playing games with ourselves and get into it. So if you have a dream, or you have something that you're working on, please share it in the comments, because I would love to support you any type of way that I could, even if it's encouraging words, because I want my business to have a community. I don't just want your money. I want you to know that I'm thinking about you and your kids. I want you to know that I want to text you to encourage you, to let you know that everything is going to be okay. Like, I want a community. Community is more important to me, because I've been blessed to learn how to make money versus it's from the gifts that I have with my hands, or me being personable and being able to connect with different individuals, or, using my clerical, whatever skills that I may have. Like, the good Lord has definitely blessed me with being able to do it. But this new journey is personal. Like, we are living in the best times to create some stuff for ourselves. It's so many ways that we can get ourselves out there. It's so many ways. It's nothing like how it was in the early 2000s or in generations before us. Like, you can start your YouTube and just get on and be rambling like me right now, but you're going to connect to somebody. You're going to find your village. You're going to find your tribe. Take yourself over to them other platforms too. Showcase what you got. Spend some time in what it is, what you like. It's more fulfilling. It makes your life feel more fulfilling. You're more happier with yourself. It's like dual levels of happiness when you actually doing something that you enjoy, because we already know we got our responsibilities and we got to do that. You know what I mean? So it's okay to actually take the time and do something that you like. Do something that makes you happy. Even if it's for an hour a day. Like they say, if you improve 1% a day, you're doing great for yourself. Just 1%. Just 1%. That means even if you just cutting this off, you just, idea just sparked in your head. Oh, I want to do this. Girl, you already on YouTube. If you don't research how to do it, if you don't know how, and that's another thing that I'm about to talk about, because when I first started Coils and Body, I was so in love with body butters. And I was like, I want to do body butters. And my aunt, she's like one of my, I don't know, she's dual level in my life. She's my aunt, she's my sister, she's my best friend, she's my mentor, she's my confidant. Like, this lady wears many hats when it comes to my life. And she was one of my first orders, if not my first order. Like, she just always been like hands down about me. And I love that for me. And I love her. But I listen to her. I don't listen to everybody. Everybody don't deserve to have your ear. Everybody's words don't deserve to penetrate into your skull and stay there and fester. Certain people can plant the wrong seeds in your head. You know, you have some people who they probably don't even mean any harm, but they can plant seeds of self-doubt in you because they're so unsure about themselves. And it's not personal. They don't necessarily even really mean to. That's just what's within. So that is the only thing that actually can come out. But my aunt, I'm doing my body butters, and I was talking to her about, oh yeah, and I want to add some face washes, and I want to do some body washes. I think I was like on that wave talking to her. And I was like, so I'm just going to like look for a private label and all of this, yada, yada. And she said, why you don't make it yourself? And I'm telling you, the intimidation, that emotion immediately covered my entire body. Because I was like, make my own what? Like, what do you mean make my own body wash? She's like, why don't you make your own? And I'm telling you guys, when people plant great seeds in your head, it may not come the very next day. It may not even come a month later. But when they plant that seed, we know it's going to grow, whether it be good or whether it be bad. So I would tell you, keep encouraging your people in your life, because I already know you guys be planting seeds. And we probably get frustrated when we plant those seeds and we don't see any, like, so you just didn't listen to me, when that may not be the case. It's just that the tree has not grown yet. So when I got pregnant with Kylo, in 22, right? Yeah, I had COVID in 20. I got pregnant with Kylo last year. And I was just like, okay, you have hard pregnancies, because I do. I'll probably do a story time on that one if y'all want. But I'm like, you already know what you got to do. You guys sit down. So I shut down my business so I can focus on Koa and also on Kylo, growing Kylo. So I just got online, YouTube University, and just started researching. And next thing I know, I was looking at how to formulate my own body washes, my own face washes, and things of that sort. Then I got tired of daydreaming, and I was telling my spouse Ace, and I was like, I really want to do this. Like, I'm going to open back up my business, but I want to level it up in a way that I'm even surprised and shocked that I'm going to do for myself. And he's always 10 toes down, which I greatly appreciate. So he like, okay, yeah, baby. Okay. You know? So I'm researching every day and I'm looking at videos and I'm just like nose diving into how to make all this stuff and what this surfactant does and what this additive is and what an extract is and things of that sort. And I just became fascinated that I just started trying to like make my own formulas and things of that sort, but I didn't have any material yet. So I was just like, okay, it's time to jump out the window. You know, every girl always, you know, setting some little coins to the side for themselves, especially as stay-at-home moms when we can. So I just told my spouse, like, I want to order this stuff. So I ordered it, and that's what my first video that I launched once I started this YouTube journey again was my inventory haul, because I was so inspired while I was pregnant. And then once I was blessed to have Kylo, I was like, okay, well, you ain't got to sit down no more, so what you still sit down for? So I reformulated like my body butter, recipe, and I just went on a journey to, you know, try to formulate the face washes that I wanted and the shampoos and things of that sort. So that's what I meant by like, no, I'm taking you guys on a journey, because I made sure that I recorded it for YouTube so you guys can see, you know, like I'm in the lab. I'm doing something brand new. This is brand new water. We in different territory right now, but I'm still going in this territory because that's the next level. That's my next level. You know, like that's my next level. So I cut out a little bit of TV because TV is just not entertaining to me. I'm not into like drama TV. So those reality shows, like those women annoy me very fast. Like I'm not her. So I'm like, I'm just going to keep staying on YouTube and trying to introduce myself to new people who may be on that level, who are already there. So therefore I can ask them some questions when I'm stuck in things of that sort, and I need to, you know, do some self-learning myself. So that's the level that I'm on right now. And I'm just like so grateful that she planted that seed. And I tell her that so often that she probably tired of hearing it, but I'm like, okay, so I'm in my next level of life. So I had Tanya and I had my cousin Shaky to put me on my level of life when it came to learning and loving natural hair. And now I'm on my next level of life, and my interests have drastically changed from just doing hair. And here is my aunt being that jewel in my life to just plant that seed and believe that I can do it all the time. Like, she's like, yeah, because I felt that you can do it. And I'm just like, it's a beautiful thing for people to see what you can't see. Like, one of my dear best friends would say, because you're too close to the picture. And I just love that statement, because sometimes you can be so close to your picture that you don't even realize, like, you're trying something new, and we get so stuck on, I did it wrong, or it's not going anywhere right now, where we forget, like, at one point in time, we was even scared to do this. So that's another reason why you got to show yourself some grace. Like, you seriously got to show yourself some grace and be proud of yourself. Sometimes it is important that to look back. Looking back sometimes helps you, because you will be surprised about how far you come along. And I don't care what aspect of life that is, versus that is, you know, you pursuing different degrees, or, you know, your lifestyle changes and things of that sort. Like, sometimes we gotta look back. We gotta look back just so we can see how far we become and celebrate ourselves. Because some of us are taught that you're not supposed to celebrate yourself. And we look for validation for other people to celebrate us. When, nah, we need to celebrate ourselves because it's personal. Like, everything about this is personal. Like, this is personal for me. And the formulas that I have made and my family have tried and they love, I just be so proud and so happy because those formulas that you're saying, oh, we're definitely using them. I mean, I definitely need to test them before I offer them to y'all. I'm not trying to give y'all no low budget, some gimmick Ponzi scheme stuff that don't work. Like, nah, we're not even going out like that. Like, this brand calls Embody, baby. You gonna know, like, everything about this is legit. Like, she in her bag with this. She create this stuff with love and care. And it's for me. She wants me to feel good. Because that's exactly what this is all about. I want us to feel good. I want you to feel like you that bitch. Like, no matter what, even on your bad day, you still her. Like, that's what my brand is for. Because we need cheerleaders. Yes, we can be our own cheerleaders, like I said, but we buy products, so we need brands that actually care for us and care what they're putting in our system and on our body that soaks into our bloodstream and things of that sort. So that's what my brand is definitely going to be about. And I mean, that's just me. Like, I love people. I mean, yeah, I do. I love people. I love talking to people. I love vibing. You know, I'm one of those people, I may have never met a stranger. Because I'm going to talk to you. I'm going to talk to you. I'm not standoffish at all. I don't even know how to be standoffish. I don't even know how to be standoffish. I know how to be standoffish if you deserve me to be standoffish. But right off the rip, I've just always been a social butterfly like that. You know? Now, some of my best friends, they like, not me, girl. You know what I mean? Those be my very best friends. So I definitely get along with the baddies and the gents who are a little more cautious when it comes to individuals. Because humans, you know, they ghetto. So I understand the reservation. No judge here. No judgment here. But yeah, I just want everybody to stay encouraged. This hair coming together. Y'all see it? She glowing. Y'all see that? Okay, get into it. Yeah, so we just gonna stay encouraged and we're gonna excite each other. And you're gonna come back here and I may do retwisting talks every now and again. Just to show myself more because I don't be talking in my videos. I'm creating vibe sessions because I love those videos. I love watching people create and I just hear good music. Like, they don't even gotta talk to me. So that's the reason why you be seeing so many vibe sessions. But in order to build my community, I gotta open my mouth. So I'm going to end this right here because I think I've said enough. And this video is long. It's probably like the longest video I ever made. But I hope you did stick around. I hope you like. I hope you subscribe. I hope you comment. I hope you come back and chill with your girl. And the next video, if I don't post another product video, because I have one that's in my draft I thought I was going to post this week. But the next video or the next two videos is definitely going to be how to grow your hair and what oils and butters that you should use to help you accomplish that mission for us 4C baddies. And I'm also going to do one for the low porosity honeys too, because I'm seeing so many people come out with these dope herbal oils and they fire. I'm not going to even hold you. Like, they got the goods, but it just throws me off when I know from reading the ingredients that it's formulated for 4C hair, and then they tell the baddies with low porosity hair, oh yeah, you can use this too. I'm like, I mean, they could, but they wasting their money because they gonna wash it out because it's gonna be too heavy. Or if I see an oil that's more formulated, like for low porosity hair, and then I see a baddie with high porosity hair, buy it, and then they're like, well, my hair is still dry. Yeah, because the formulation is not for us. So I'm gonna get into the do's and the don'ts and the whys, I guess, without, I don't want to rag on the next baddie because we don't do that here. But I just want you to, as the consumer, to actually get what it is that you want out of the product. So when you read those ingredients, you know for yourself, like, okay, yeah, this one gonna work for me, or okay, I may need, I still want to support this person and I still want this product. I just know I just gotta add a little bit of this or a little bit of that. So I'll hook you up with that one. Because we can't be wasting our funds. I know we all got that closet with hella products because we done went crazy in a beauty supply store and that one product just didn't work how we thought it was. So you know where it goes, in the back of the cabinet or the back of the closet, because it wasn't effective. So I hope you enjoyed this vlog. I hope to see you next time. Please don't forget to subscribe. I hope you appreciate the rawness and the realness of it all, because that's what my brand is all about. I just want to be as transparent as possible. Y'all see me looking tired with the bags under my eyes and everything, but it wouldn't be authentic if I put on that makeup like I ain't got bags underneath my eyes. Y'all see that in another video. I'm gonna be put together, but right now this was a real deal. Self-care. Y'all see it? All right. Till next time.